I trip, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live. I'm Woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
We have young Chris, Uncle Nick.
Let's
Hit
go.
that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend.
Tell 'em.
It is Friday.
It is.
So shout out to Kalamazoo. And shout out to Lunchbox Hooligans.
Shout out.
The boys are knocking a few back.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out.
Shout out to Red Wings. Shout out to Darren McCarty.
Shout out to D-Man.
Playoffs?
Big show.
Playoffs.
Big Red Wings show today.
Yeah.
I think this is the most Red Wings we've ever had. Makes sense. It's the off season. They're balling right now.
It's not the off season. It's hockey season.
Well, I know. Let's you know what I mean. It's football off season.
Yeah.
It's the season that the most is. I don't know, man. It might be switching. Shit. I mean, like the hockey numbers are actually like still doing really well.
Yeah, we dropped off yesterday when we started talking started talking Lions.
I don't remember.
Our numbers were higher when we were talking Red Wings and Tigers,
Wild.
and then it dropped off when we started talking Lions, which was wild. I was like,
Concab. No, actually, I really don't.
Go look.
I know the Red Wings are hot right now, and so we got Ryan Hana from the Wing Wheel podcast will be joining us at 5:30, breaking down the Detroit Red Wings with him. And then I don't want to talk about it, but I have to get it off my chest. Chris, if you'd like to get it off your chest, I already know you're gonna be short breathed on it. It's the Monty Williams experiment. I'm just fucking over it. Yeah. I didn't want to go that far because we have credentials and whatnot, but Monty Williams is a terrorist to the Detroit Pistons organization. It makes the shit that he's doing. And I'm texting NBA guys because I get it. I'm not an X and O guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't break down the gameplay like other people can. I can do football.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I will question myself a little bit. I feel like I know things from a basic philosophy of what works and what doesn't work. That's why I feel a certain way about the fit of Caden Ivey. But I can't even blame Caden Ivey for the shit that is happening right now. Last night, at the 13-minute mark, I believe it was.
yep,
There was already
12
players.
12 players played within 13 minutes of the game, and that was off of Saddam Williams saying, "I'm done with the rotations. We got our thing."
Bro.
But Monty Al-Qaeda is out there throwing out 13 guys or 12 guys in the first 13 minutes. I understand
It might have
that
been 13, honestly.
Monty Isis Williams
11.
wants to make this work, but bro, the team's not good enough to roll 13 deep. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Cade or Ivy should be on the court at all times. At all times. One of those two, at the very least, should be on the court.
That's what I'm saying. If they're going to work as a pairing, you got to stagger the two of them. Let the one be ball dominant, let the other one get his breath. Reverse. And you have another piece too. It's okay, you want to talk about developing guys. Okay, how come? And I have a personal vendetta. Not a personal vendetta. I just think this guy's fucking garbage. I really don't understand why he's still in the league. Evan Fournier, why is he getting more minutes than Marcus Sasser at this point? Evan Fournier is proven to be fucking dog shit. No. He's a selfish player. He's never gonna help any team towards winning at all. Why is he seeing more minutes than Marcus Sasser? How about this? I can't even think of this man's fucking name. It's not because I am bad with names. Because no one knows who the fuck Malachi Flynn is. Why is he getting more minutes than Marcus Sasser?
He's the evil Dante DiVincenzo. That's who Malachi Flynn is.
Marcus Sasser is literally one of the most efficient players in the league right now. Not rookies, and players in the league. And some reason, Malachi Flynn, who we just heard of or learned of fucking 2 weeks ago, is getting more run than Marcus Sasser. That's bullshit, man.
I mean, Malachi Flynn played a pretty good
Played
game.
pretty good.
No, fuck that. No.
That man's a bum, but he had a very nice night.
No, he had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
But, I agree. Evan Fournier, just cut him.
Monty just, he has to have that Frenchman in his life. He has to. That's what
I want it.
Again, bro, I'm texting NBA friends, guys that played in the NBA, guys that have been in NBA circles, and I'm like, hey, am I tripping? Or is this guy fucking garbage? Is it am I just being a fan and I'm just mad this losing, or is he bad? No, the responses were, this is fucking pitiful. This is awful. This is the worst shit I've ever seen in my it's bad. It is bad. I feel like he's intentionally trying to get fired. Because I'm not mistaken, are the NBA coaching contracts, they're guaranteed
they're
too?
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Listen,
Just like the NFL ones? You think he's just, because he literally said no twice.
Sabotage.
Is he sabotaging? Yeah, so he could just be fired and just get the bag regardless, no matter what? and just chill at home because that's what we want to do in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
it's that fucking bad.
Monty Hussein is not doing like anything to help this team get better. He's not doing anything to help these players get better. It's bad. It's real bad, okay? And
Okay.
yeah, it's
Somebody commented
It's awful.
on my Twitter post, and they were like, well, hey, Dan Campbell took a few years too. This is not the same situation at all whatsoever. It's totally different. One, first and foremost, this is a more talented situation that Dan Campbell walked to in terms of like a roster what they're dealing with. Two, you don't have the salary cap restriction that Dan Campbell had when he first walked into
yeah.
it. Three, this is not the same fucking situation at
Saddam
all.
Williams has literally had the entire roster reshaped to what he wants, and he's still running 12 guys in 13 minutes with Evan Fournier and Malachi Flynn getting serious minutes.
Malachi Flynn, 1 of 5 last night too, by the way. Not a good game.
Yeah.
No, he was 20% from field. 0 from 1 from 3. Minus 12. Plus minus. Not a good game for Malachi Flynn. Don't fucking don't say he had a good
for the
game.
4
This
minutes
is
I
bullshit,
watched.
man.
He looked great for the 4 minutes I watched, though.
How many minutes did he get?
11.
Yeah.
Yikes.
4 of those
11,
were
11.
electric.
You know how many Marcus Sasser got? 10 even.
No way.
Swear to God. Evan Fournier, 17. Shake Milton, which I don't hate as bad, 950. Troy Brown, 1250.
Shout out Jalen in the Woodward Sports chat. He said, Monty plays the whole roster. I don't know what coach does that. Now he plays the whole roster. He literally does force to play the whole roster. It's no way to get a groove if you're playing 12 guys, especially when they sucks.
Well, hold on. You want to say that too? But he didn't play fucking Muscala.
Yeah, what
Who
the
a Sore looked nice next to? You want to spread the floor when you have a Sore who can't shoot? So you have a 5 that can shoot? And you're giving him minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
Asor got minutes last night.
Yeah.
And you don't play the piece that works next to him.
Yeah.
He is self-sabotaging himself. He wants to be fired. I'm thoroughly convinced of this. Somebody convinced me not.
No, Monty Saddam Williams Hussein is out there playing the worst players on the team. He's playing the worst fits on the team. He is running this like a terrorist organization, and it sucks. It's painful to watch. It's painful to see. At least the Red Wings are good.
Yeah.
Shout out the Wings.
We are about 3 weeks away from Monty Williams having a press conference and telling us that Cade is going to be the best sixth man in the NBA.
Bro, come on. Don't do that to me. I'm already worked up, Chris.
No, but like seriously, he has been so terrible. I'm with you. I was cutting him some slack for a long time because this situation was a mess, not just roster-wise, but organization-wise. But he's had plenty of time, and he is showing just the most complete negligence. The most complete negligence when it comes. These are the simple things. I know that he knows more basketball than us, but these are things that we know that are factually true. You shouldn't be playing 12 to 13 guys when you have a roster that only is 7 NBA players. Like, these are the things that are just obvious. They're obvious, and action needs to be taken. And unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. My hope is that at the end of the season they part ways and they just say, hey, look, this was a terrible mistake. But when you pay that man the highest coaching salary in NBA history, you are not firing him or agreeing to part ways after 1 year. You are riding this out, and I think that, if anything, will be the nail in the coffin in Tom Gore's Pistons tenure.
But Chris, if your 9.1 billion is Tom Gore's net worth, what's the 100 million to you? Obviously, it's like, you don't want to be dishing out these kind of contracts all the time, but I'm so done with the Monty Williams experiment. He needs to get out of here. He should have been fired the moment that he started Killian Hayes over Jaden Ivey. We knew it was destined for doom from there. Monty Williams is just stealing money. He is definitely trying to get fired. So Tom Gore, just do him a favor and do this city a favor and do it.
Yeah,
Please.
this guy sucks. This guy sucks. He's public enemy number one. Like, I want Dwayne Casey back.
That's crazy.
I'd rather have Dwayne Casey coaching this team than
That is
Monty
crazy.
Williams. Because at least Dwayne Casey is a red-blooded American. And Monty Williams is a terrorist who is destroying this organization. He is destroying the growth of these young players.
Monty Kaida has to be stopped.
Monty Kaida, Saddam Williams, Monty Hussein.
Even the guys in the coaching staff, like his assistant coaches, how are you guys not stepping up and like, Monty, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Or did he keep it real from the? Like, I am the one. I don't know the word I'm trying to think of right now. What is it when someone always like just disagrees? A contrarian.
Yeah.
I'm a contrarian.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I play that role sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm the one that dismissed conspiracies. This one,
No. Like,
Monty is trying to get fired.
top 3 conspiracies of all time is like jet fuel can't melt steel beams, space is fake, and Monty Williams has ties with ISIS. Like, those are the 3 most believable conspiracies ever. Oh, God. Lawrence Frank. I'd rather have Lawrence Frank.
I'd rather have Lawrence Frank.
I'd rather have Lawrence Frank, MPWMU. It's bad.
Bring back John Custer.
Bring back John Custer.
I mean
Do
seriously.
anything.
At
I'd
least he wanted
rather
to
have-
smoke with players.
I'd rather have player coach.
Michael Curry.
let-
Bring him back.
Let Kate coach.
Let K coach.
Let Kate coach the goddamn team.
Let-
For real, though, what the fuck is this? This is awful, bro. This is so bad. It's inexcusable, especially when you go out to the media and, like you said to begin with, hey, I'm done experimenting with rotations. We're trying to win games now. In the first quarter. Yeah. I don't even remember if it was 11 or 13 at this point. Doesn't matter. Like, what are we doing?
It's bad. It's
You
bad.
don't stagger Caden Ivey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Wings big win last night. Huge win. Colorado Avalanche in town.
Talking about that
Caleb
one all
McCarr,
day.
who?
Playoffs.
Nathan McKinnon, who? I'm talking about Patty Kane, Showtime. I'm talking about Dylan Larkin, the captain. Alex Lyon, Wall of Pillows. Beautiful. Beautiful win. Overtime winner. Obviously, Patty Kane put it in the back of the net. For his 10th goal of the year. That is 12 Red Wings in double digits.
Oh, man.
I was trying to do 12 on my
Most
fingers.
in the
It doesn't
league.
work. Most in the league. First in the league. With 12 players that have 10-plus goals this
That's a
year.
Monty rotation right
That
there.
is
It's a
the
Monty Williams
deepest team
rotation.
in the NHL. The deepest team in the NHL. They are like the Carolina Hurricane of last year. This Red Wings team is going to make some noise. And I got a guy who's kind of an unsung hero throughout it all. And that man is the overtime assassin himself. Big old Ben Sherratt. Ben Sherratt.
Overtime Benny.
Ben Sherratt, the overtime assassin, has played his best hockey the past 3 games. Against Calgary in that 5-0 blowout, he was one of the best players on the ice. Obviously in Seattle, he had the overtime winner. And now at home against Colorado, he got the second helper on the Kane overtime winner. He's been playing great defensively. He's been being that big physical defenseman that we thought he was going to be. He's a veteran. He knows the game, and he's been in the playoffs before. So if he can continue to play like this, as a guy on that 3rd defensive rotation, that is big. That is very big for this Red Wings team. Ben Sherratt's been playing great, man. I love it. I love it. I talked a lot of shit about Ben Sherratt this year, and I am happier than anyone to see him proving me wrong, because Big Ben, the overtime assassin, has been playing lights out the past couple
Big
games.
game Benny.
Yeah,
Overtime Benny.
Sherratt showing his offensive upside
Yeah.
lately. A couple big OT wins with the Apple in the last night, and then the goal game winner against the Kraken. Love to see that from Sherratt. Last night I was at a sports bar talking about Pistons. Funny thing, weren't on TV. That's how big the Pistons are doing in this city, at a sports bar, not even on TV. So that's how it went last night. But watching with just the group of guys that I was with, like, it literally felt like a playoff atmosphere, and we haven't been able to say that, like, just even like around the city.
That was a playoff
it has like a Lions feel to it almost.
Yeah.
That these fans are all just diving back in because they've waited so long for the Red Wings to give them a product to be proud about. And after the overtime winner last night, the bar just erupted. You know, everyone went crazy. It was awesome to see.
Deservedly so.
I know we're gonna break it down.
That was a playoff game last night. You were playing one of the best teams in the NHL. You're playing an NHL team that has 2 of the top 7 players on it in the league, in obviously Nathan McKinnon and Cale McCarr, and you played them as tight as it gets. It was 1-0 until halfway through the 3rd period, and then Larkin gets the equalizer. You take it to overtime, and I'm telling you, with like 5 minutes left in the 3rd period, I was like, I really don't want this game to go to overtime, because they are one of the best overtime teams in the NHL. Because you got a 3-man rotation out there, and obviously having Cale McCarr and Nathan McKinnon, 2 of the fastest players in the NHL, on the ice at the same time, it creates a lot of havoc. So I was like, I really don't want to see them go to overtime with Colorado, but they did. I'm glad they got the point, and then they took care of business in overtime. You know why? Ben Sherratt drew a penalty with 1:30 left in the 3rd period.
Got all show for Red Wings. Save it.
With 1:30 left in the period, tried to do a wraparound. Shout out Mike Gentry. He texted me. He said, imagine getting a penalty on a Ben Sherratt wraparound attempt. And it literally caused the Red Wings to have the upper hand in the overtime because they couldn't start the overtime period with Makar and McKinnon out there. And it's just awesome. Shout out Ben Sherratt.
And then one more piece. No, I got the music going. We'll come back with it. Tell us about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, no matter where you are. There's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com today. Click the shop tab and get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, hats, tees, all guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to woodwardsports.com and get you some brand new merch.
March 13th is free agency opening for NFL, but we're talking high.
Right.
Oh, I meant to tell you to come back to it. I just want to give a shout out to my guy Caleb last night. It was a good night either way because I stopped watching the Pistons and started watching the Red Wings.
I can't believe both of you guys said, I'm going to watch the Pistons over the Red Wings.
Ivy versus Mathurin was supposed to be a thing.
It's supposed to be the worst team in the NBA.
Ivy versus Mathurin was supposed to be a thing. And Nick, you should be the one speaking on that.
Yeah, I got a parking ticket yesterday morning. I got a $45 parking ticket. I'm not proud of this, but I immediately went to FanDuel and put $45 on Jaden Ivey to get 25 points. He was at 4 at halftime. That's when I knew the bet was dead. And Jaden Ivey letting me down on that one. So
No,
that was
Monty
not a
Williams
smart
was
bet,
nice.
but you know it happens.
Do you have the video
Monty
from Caleb?
Cato let you know.
Let's check out this video real quick from guy Caleb on Twitter. I want to be a part of the heavies, man. This shit had me dying, dude.
All right. Excuse me. As a Detroit sports lover, should have been watching the wins tonight. I didn't. I watched the Pistons. And let me say something. Monty Williams, you're the worst coach of all time. Yep, the worst. And Troy Weaver, this is what you should do. This should be the meeting. I'm Troy Weaver. You guys are Monty Williams. Monty, pack your bags. You're done. That's what it should be. Why is he still the coach? How long is Monty Williams' leash? When does this stop? He doesn't know how to use Asar at all. He doesn't know how to use Cade, even though he had a great game. I love you, Cade. I don't know where these balloons are coming from. Jaden Ivey, I don't know. Like, I love Ivy. Monty doesn't know how to use them. Those balloons really threw me off. Sorry. Monty Williams, pack your bag. You're the worst coach ever. Sell the team. Tom Gores, I don't like you. Cade Cunningham, I love you. I hate the Pistons.
Oh, man.
That's from Caleb. Ooh, that's a name. Zarnik, I'm going to say. CZARNIK. If you guys want to give him a follow on X.
We used to have a Red Wing named Zarnik.
Oh, same last name? Mm-hmm. That video.
Wasn't that an ESPN report? Oh, Zarniak.
Zarniak, yeah.
I know, because I know we're talking about Red Wings. I know we're kind of over the Pistons part, but I had to get
The hand action the whole time.
that shit was the fucking balloons.
The balloons was great. You saw him like. Yeah, that was funny. Shout out to Caleb.
Man, the balloons had me dead, man. But
We'll have you on the show next week.
Yeah, man. I love looking at you on the show. Balarkin.
Yeah.
Zarniak, Balarkin.
Zarniak.
Who's your player of the game, Spinny?
My player of the game is Alex Lyon. The man was lights out. He stopped 30 of 31 shots that were put up against him. This is a fantastic team, one of the highest scoring teams in the NHL, in the Colorado Avalanche, and he put up the wall of pillows. Like, it was impressive to see him out there standing on his head. Multiple breakaways in overtime, too. There was a 3-on-1, there was a 2-on-1, and there was a 1-on-0, and Lyon stopped him. He's been a godsend for the Detroit Red Wings this year. As good as their offense is, if Alex Lyon wasn't playing the way he is, they would not be in the wild card position that they are right now. He is a top 10 goalie statistically in the NHL right now. He has been lights out. I think he's got a top 5 save percentage in the NFL, or in the NHL. This guy has been amazing. And I'm telling you, there was somebody on Woodward Sports. I can't remember who he is, but he's a little overweight and he's pretty handsome. And when the Red Wings signed two goalies, I think he said Alex Lyon's going to be the guy going forward. I think he said that. I don't know who he was, but
shout out Maz.
He's pretty smart. No, he's got a full head of hair, too.
That's me.
Yeah.
I just shave it.
Yeah, but honestly, like I liked what I saw out of him last year. Obviously, he helped Florida get into the playoffs. This guy, he has been lights out since he's taken over the kind of forced into the role of goaltender one. Alex Lyon last night was amazing against, like I said, one of the highest average goal-scoring teams in the NHL in the Colorado Avalanche, with star power littered through their lineup. He was shutting them down. It was a beautiful performance.
I completely agree with that. Nick, I'll clear out. I got this. I just wanted to quickly add that he was absolutely impressive. The overtime, the third period stretch, like he was just dominant, man. Like, this team had so many good shots. Like, Colorado had a lot of shots, and they weren't just good shots. They were great shots on net. And he was making some incredible saves all the way through. He was completely consistent. So my question is going forward, like, how does this rotation work between the two? Like, what are you expecting?
He is your one. Alex Lyon is your one. Alex Lyon is going to get the majority of the starts going forward. Hopefully Villy comes back healthy, he is going to spell Alex Lyon on a back-to-back on the last day of a road trip. Like, he's your back. Alex Lyon is your number one goaltender going forward, and he should get every single playoff start. Like, this guy's been lights out, man. He's, like I said, he's statistically a top 10 goalie in the NHL right now.
Is he going to start Saturday?
He should, yeah.
Good.
They just announced it. Reimer is going to be in net on the back-to-back, like you just alluded to, in Chicago on Sunday.
That's fine.
Alex Lyon will be getting the start against the Blues and a matinee at LCA.
Yeah, and let Reimer start in Chicago. That's fine, because we should beat Chicago by 2 goals. So
I think Reimer had a shutout.
Reimer did have a shutout.
What was it, Calgary game?
Yeah, again. Let Reimer take the bottom feeders when we're playing the Avalanche, the Blues, any of the teams that are good or that we need wins against. You put Lyon out there. Lyon's your number one goalie.
Everybody, listen to me. I'm your captain. Dylan Larkin is my player of the game.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Your captain showed up last night.
Yes, he did.
Clutch as fuck. You needed to go on the power play. We texted each other right when it happened. This is huge. We needed it. Third quarter.
Yep.
Ties it up. Overtime period. Takes the puck from shot to Benny. Big time Benny. Big game Benny.
Big game Benny. Overtime assassin. He dishes it off to Larkin. Larkin, speeds as he is, head towards the goal. Everyone in the Avalanche is fucking like huddling towards him to stop him. Little drop off.
Just a little drop off behind the back. No big deal. Off the tape. The fucking Kaner for the game winner.
Showtime.
But that's your fucking captain that did that. Mm-hmm. That's your captain that showed up to that one. And I believe now too. I think for points, Over
a point a game.
Over a point a game.
51 points in 50 games. I believe.
25 goals, 25 assists?
Dog.
Or 26 assists, I mean?
Yeah, he's I can't remember what it is, but yeah, he's
Either
over
way,
a point a game right
your
now.
captain showed up. And for me, as the casual hockey guy, like that's the guy you knew because he's the hometown kid. That's the guy who I feel like has been shouldering like a big load, pause intended, but like
big pause.
It's hockey town. We've only known success growing up. Him too, him included. And to shoulder like that, the blame of them not being good, to finally have like this little bit of a turnaround, and still have him showing up in those moments, he deserves some love, man. Dylan Larkin, that's my player of the game.
That was one of the best plays I've ever seen Larkin make in his career.
Oh, absolutely.
It was one of the best plays of Larkin's career.
That was
he drew in the entire defense of the overtime, kicked it out, open top of the crease, and Kane does the rest. He's not going to miss those. He's the greatest American hockey player of all time. He's not going to miss a one-on-one open net opportunity. But Dylan Larkin has been amazing this year. He's proved that he can be a 1C on a playoff team. He's proven that he can be the 1C on a playoff team. Love Dylan Larkin. Such a great guy. Like I've talked to him a couple times. I'm not boys with him or anything, but I've spoken to him a couple times. He's a super nice guy.
Best friends.
Yeah, best buds. We chill on Tuesdays. No, he's a super nice guy. Like I said, I gave him a beer his first year here.
Blood brothers.
I love Larkin, man. I love him as the captain. I love what he does for this team. I love how much confidence he has, how much confidence he's playing with. Because as well as Kane's playing, as much as we love Mo Sider, as well as Larkin and DeBrincat are playing, as well as Raymond and DeBrincat are playing, Dylan Larkin is your best player on the ice when he's out there. And it's just awesome to watch.
Hella pressure on the opposing defense, and that's exactly what he did. And if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the best defenders in the league in Cal McCarr that he drew to him to open up my star of the game in Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
Showtime. His passing ability is honestly incredible. I think the team is still getting used to it because he gets backdoor passes that are there like all the time that our guys don't even see yet. Like, I don't think they're like too comfortable with them yet, but it's just going to keep on getting better and better. And you speak about a point per game. He's just below it as a, almost
24 points, 25 games.
No,
yeah,
he's got
exactly.
it, yeah.
He's absolutely my star of the game. Fucking absolute superstar. Had the game-winning goal last night to beat like a top 3 team in the West.
I talked about this on BDE a little bit earlier. You give him an offer sheet today.
100%.
You give Patrick Kane an offer sheet today for a year or 2 years extension.
How much?
I would say, I said 2 years, $10 million.
Very nice.
I'd give him 12 too if he wanted. I don't care.
You keep Patrick Kane here. He's happy here. He's happy here. It's awesome to watch him go out there and make these plays. And this was one of the best power play units in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
Before they got Patrick Kane. And then they added Patrick Kane, and he takes it to a whole nother level. Like Nick said,
The penalty kill, too.
Yeah, he doesn't play much penalty kill, but the penalty kill is fantastic.
Just on the team in general.
But
last night,
he is the best tape-to-tape passer in the NHL still. The passes he makes through traffic, the saucers are nasty, and he is the greatest American-born hockey player in NHL history. So what else but a storybook ending of the greatest American hockey player in NHL history finishing his career on the greatest American hockey franchise in NHL history? Keep Kaner in Detroit. Give him a 2-year deal. I love the guy, man. And he seems like he's having fun here. We know he's got the relationship with DeBrincat from when they played in New York. He looks like he's got a good relationship already brewing with Larkin. They got great chemistry.
Yeah,
They're really him and Mo Sider seem like best friends too. They're always talking, hugging, hanging out. You see them together a lot. This is the old head. You keep him here. This is a guy who's won multiple cups. You say, hey Patty, you're the best of all time with American blood that played in the NHL. Let's win you another cup for the Wings. America.
That's the clip. That's the one right there.
Let's go. I'm down for it. Hopefully someone's cooking in the back so I can make it easily. But just wanted to add before we get to break here, after he scored that goal, he embraced the moment. He skated to center ice. Like, that must have been so hard. Yeah, hyping up the crowd, the stick twirl, like, that was sick as hell too. And he just really embraced the crowd, and I was so happy for him. He's been through the injury, he's won Stanley Cups, but to see him embrace Detroit like that, and to see Detroit embrace him, I mean, this is a special thing we got going on, and this is just the start, you know?
Yes, sir. And we got to get the break. When we get back, we'll have Ryan Hana join us from the Wing Wheel Podcast, talking some more Detroit Red Wings, but not before Spinelli tells us about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's, you can come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet is Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With over 18 locations, there's always one right in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the one nearest you. They got the best car buying experience in the game. Head over to FeldmanAuto.com. Also, check out Woodward Sports live every other Monday with Feldman Auto Novi.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Lots of
What
rips.
up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, join my guy Spin Rax.
Hello, sir.
Chris, Nicholas Koloff. I'm going to pass it over to you, much like Dylan Larkin did Kane last night, just so I get my guy Ryan situated with the phone number to call in.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Patrick Kane. We obviously talked a lot about the Red Wings and what's going on there. But I think a piece that we're not talking about as much, because he hasn't, Nick was a little worried about the slump he was in, but it's Alex DeBrincat. And I think what Alex DeBrincat is doing is what we're seeing out of Lucas Raymond, what we're seeing out of Dylan Larkin, what we're seeing out of Daniel Sprong. When you've got a guy like Alex DeBrincat out there, much like Patrick Kane, that teams are like, all right, you got to watch out for him. Like, oh shit, that's Alex DeBrincat in the slot right there. Pay attention to him. Oh shit, that's Kane in the other slot right there. You got to pay attention to them. That creates so much more open space for the other goal scorers on the ice. And that's why you have a Dylan Larkin having the best year of his career. Because Dylan Larkin's best goal scorers he's played up with until now are Gustav Nyquist and Thomas Tatar. And I mean, you can throw Bert in there right now, but Bert's only got 7 goals this year. Like, you get him legit scorers, legit snipers, like an Alex DeBrincat, like a Patrick Kane, like a David Perron. That makes other players on the ice say, okay, we got to worry. Like, you can't leave David Perron open in the slot because you know that's going to be money. It's been money his whole career. So it's awesome to see that Alex DeBrincat, although he's not having the 30, 40 goal season that some people were expecting, his influence has gone throughout the entire lineup because there's so much more open ice. There's so much more space for other guys like Daniel Sprong, like Joe Veleno on the second power play unit. When you have guys like DeBrincat, like Kane, like Perron, who you see in the slot and you're like, they're money right there. We got to worry about them. Creates a lot of open space for other guys to make plays.
And now, without further ado, joining us via phone lines, apologize for technical difficulties, we have Ryan Hana from the Wing Wheel Podcast. What up, man? I'm sorry about that earlier.
No, all good. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
How you feeling after last night's game winner?
I think I was up for about 6 hours later than I should have been. I was so pumped up. heard I'll see a crowd from my house, so pretty good.
Hockey Town's back, baby.
Hockey Town is back.
The boys are back, baby. You got the Red Wings in the playoffs this year?
I'm like, I know I'm risking it by saying it, but the way this team is playing right now, man, I think they're in the driver's seat. I'm not making any late April plans for sure.
I love it. I love it. And, going off of that, I know I might be getting a little in front of myself here, but we got to ink Patrick Kane, right? I know obviously you got to get the Mo deal. You got to get the Raymond deal. Even guys like Sprong and Perron that you're looking to possibly extend. But, like, Patrick Kane needs to stay in the winged wheel for at least another year. Am I wrong with that?
Yeah, you're completely right. I think, like, we expected when Patrick Kane came in that it would be a zero risk maneuver. Like, worst case, that his hips just don't hold up after the procedure, and he ends up like most other guys who've had that procedure, and it's all a wash. But we said if he comes back and if this new procedure goes really well and you get Patrick Kane better than he was in previous seasons, then that's a huge win. And how he's playing right now surpassed even that. He's a difference maker on the ice. He commands a kind of space and respect from defenders that you haven't seen since the Red Wings have had Pavel Datsyuk, really. This guy changes the team's dynamic. You have to keep him. So if you can extend him for a year or two, I think the ball's in Kane's court. I think Detroit would absolutely love to do that.
What's that price tag look like?
It's hard to say. There's not really a lot of comparables for this situation. Like, a lot more expensive now than when they first signed him. I'll tell you that, because he's proven himself. So, I'd say maybe a couple of years, plus or minus a year. I could see like $5 to $6.5 million, maybe. Kane could potentially ask for a lot more and probably get it from a team on like a short-term basis. But this does seem to be a really good fit, and he's made a ton of money in his life. So I do see this being potentially a situation where the two parties work with each other.
Yeah, I just think he likes it here. The relationship he's got with DeBrincat. He's forming a very good relationship with Larkin and Sider. You could see it on the ice, the chemistry those guys have together. And I said 2 for 10. I would love that if we could get him for 2 for 10. But
yeah, that would be a steal.
Looking at another guy on this team that some people might have worries about going deeper and deeper into the season is Alex Lyon. He's been playing absolutely lights out, but he's never had this kind of load as a legitimate number one goaltender, especially going into the playoffs. I know he helped them back into the playoffs last year, but are you worried about him, kind of getting worn down after getting all these starts that he's going to be seeing for the rest of the season?
Yeah, there's no real way to cut around that. Like, it's a big risk, and it's not just because he's never done it. It's because it's a big risk, really, in the modern NHL to do this with any goalie. You've seen the formula for a winning team and a contending team is to have a number one guy who's playing lights out, and you don't make him play 60, 65 plus games, or the equivalent over a stretch of time here. So it's an advantage that Lyon didn't play a lot at the start of the season. That tips in their favor, but it really would help if they could get, Ville Husso healthy, which is just not the case right now, or if they can depend on James Reimer more than they really can at the moment. So you're right to be concerned. I think it's a risk, but I think really Detroit doesn't have any other path to go other than to play Lyon the majority of the games, especially as they get more important down the stretch here.
Definitely. And I looked at this team as, obviously they're, by the numbers, the deepest team in the NHL. They have the most players with double-digit goals scored in 12. This is one of the deepest Red Wings teams I've seen since probably 2011 or around there, early 2010s. When you look at the line combinations, you saw at the end of the game last night, they were throwing, DeBrincat, Larkin, and Kane out there. What is your favorite number one line when it comes down to it? Who would you like to see on that first line?
That's a funny question because you say DeBrincat, Larkin, Kane, or Larkin, Raymond, Kane, or Larkin, Raymond, DeBrincat, whatever you want to say, and it really just it never really works out for the Red Wings the way you draw it up on paper. They gel at different points. I like DeBrincat, Larkin, Kane. I think anytime you can get Kane with DeBrincat making that connection whenever you can. That's probably good. DeBrincat needs to be scoring a little bit more consistently, so if you can encourage that, great. But Lucas Raymond has also been, maybe even underappreciated, but having one hell of a season at 21 years old so far this year. Having him on the top line is probably where he deserves to be. That top six, really, you add in one more kind of true top six caliber player, and you're looking at any kind of combination that'll work for you.
Ryan, you talk about adding in another top six player. Do you have any expectations of Stevie Y at the deadline coming up here in March?
I think he's active. From what I understand, there's, you're not in the position that Steve Yzerman's in without trying to improve the team. And it's at all positions, right? Like the Red Wings can add a top six player. There have been suggestions about, Jake Gensel out there. He would be a fit, but that would need an extension. But, do you really want to extend Jake Gensel, who will be 30 next season, for a max term? Probably not. So what does that look like? They've been linked to Vetrano as well. And then on defense, it's really been Seider and Wallman who've been carrying the toughest minutes on this team. And they've been doing a good job, but it's a thankless task, and you're going to need a little bit more support. So if Yzerman can make a move to add a defenseman that isn't necessarily a rental, or maybe not most likely a rental, that would help. But those moves are harder to pull off. If you want to peel away Jacob Chychrun, you want to peel away Noah Hanifin, that's going to take some doing with an extension for Hanifin or more of a price tag for Chychrun. So I think Yzerman's knocking on a lot of doors, but what actually transpires, it really just depends on what the market is looking like. I do wonder, though, if he's not going to use this deadline to offload a defensive contract to make room on this team, though, because there's a little bit of a logjam there, and there's kind of a bottom three defensemen in Petrie, Hall, and Mata that aren't necessarily carrying a load in terms of performance.
Hey, Ryan, Nick in the sound booth here. Love what you guys do at the Winged Wheel. Congratulations on the success. Talk about knocking on the door here. We have one of the top prospects in the whole entire NHL pipeline, and his name is Simon Edvinsson. And we talk about defensive help for this team. Could you see that actually being the addition that this team makes, bringing up a guy like Simon Edvinsson?
Earlier this year, Nick, I would have said yeah, for sure. But down the stretch at the deadline, it just doesn't really fit with the Red Wings' MO in terms of what I'd say they'd want to be doing. It's definitely a possibility, and let's say injuries mean it has to happen that way. Like, they'll go to that well and they'll make do. But at the end of the day, they'll view Simon Edvinsson as a guy who's not, an NHL regular, and it's really hard to bring those guys into the mix during a playoff push and ask them to carry a big load of minutes or a really important role. So I personally, in my opinion, I think Simon Edvinsson can do it with some success, or at least the same amount that you've been seeing with Detroit's, 5th, 6th, 7th defenseman. But I'd be a little surprised if that's the direction the Red Wings went, unless like an injury or something forced their hand.
Stevie Y has been kind of, I don't want to say frugal, but calculated when it comes to like re-signing their own. You have our guy Seider coming up here, as well as Raymond. What type of contracts do you expect those guys to get?
Well, the question first is going to be term, right? The going kind of procedure, if you're a GM in Detroit's situation, is you sign those guys for as long as you can. That's just the way the NHL is going. The longer you can lock in your best young players, the better it is, the more efficient it is on the cap. That said, these players also know that, right? So I would not be surprised if Lucas Raymond is pushing for a bridge deal, maybe short to mid-term. Mo Seider the same. It's going to be hard to justify Mo Seider's number, much under 9, if at all under 9. And, Lucas Raymond might have been looking at Matt Boldy's previous contract as a comparable, and depending on how he finishes up the season, the ask might be even higher, right? So it's less of a question about the cap hit. Of course, it's important, but the cap hit's really going to be a product of the term that they go into that meeting with. So if they're flexible on term and they're willing to take 8 years, 7-8 years, then that's really the best case situation for Detroit. But I think if you see them both take a bridge, that puts the team in a difficult position in a few years when they come up, and they'll be better players then. They'll have to really pay at that point.
Yeah, I just remember the cover of the Detroit News when Hank signed his contract, and it was Forever Z when he signed that 14-year deal or whatever it was. That was just insane. And I hope they can get a deal done with both of those guys long term. But speaking of the shorter term guys, the shorter term deals that we see on this team, because Nick spoke about Edvinsson in the pipeline, that forward pipeline is also popping. I do think Berger's gets, if they make a move, obviously I think Bergeron's going to be the guy that gets shipped out of that pipeline. But still, you have so many great forwards ready to come up. What do you do with guys like Sprong and like David Perron that are veteran, important pieces to this team, but coming up on contract years?
Yeah, it's hard to look at, Daniel Sprong and say this guy has scored, 15 goals right now with the minutes that he's getting. He doesn't play a lot of minutes. For someone to have that efficient of a scoring touch, the Red Wings, you don't have to look too far back to see when they were a team that couldn't score. So you don't really want to give that up. He'll command a bigger price tag, so I think what he goes for in free agency will probably dictate whether or not the Red Wings can keep him. And with Perron, I've seen competing narratives. He's a big presence in the room, and he's a really important guy in that locker room. He was a big part of the culture change in Detroit. But he's getting up there, so do you want to keep him or do you want to trade him while he still has value? I've seen kind of both things suggested. I've heard both things suggested. I think the Red Wings, it's been reported by Emily Kaplan, are leaning more towards keeping him right now. And you're right, that does create a bit of a logjam. So, not every player that they want to keep on contract they'll be able to keep, and not every prospect they have is going to graduate to the team at the same time. I think ideally Marco Kasper is making a push next season for the team. Depends on the camp he has. Carter Mazur, I would not be surprised to see that guy really impress in camp. He got injured in the offseason this year, which kind of took away his opportunity. And Nate Danielson, this previous preseason, I thought you could have had him on the team and been fine.
Yeah,
it was no big deal to kind of send him back to the CHL. Yeah, so they're going to have some decisions to make, but the way the Red Wings operate is if they have a good player, they'll try to keep the good player or make use of him. And I think that's going to inform on what kind of space is available for the rookies.
And finally, Ryan, before we let you go and before you shout out where people can hear from you, this is something that's hit me hard because I did speak ill of this man in the beginning of the season and going forward.
Big game Benny.
But the playoff assassin, or the overtime assassin, Ben Sherratt, has been one of the best players on the ice for the Red Wings the past couple games. I thought in Calgary he played lights out in that obviously blowout victory. He had the overtime winner in Seattle, and now he's got the secondary helper on Kane's winner in overtime. Where's this coming? What is this renaissance of Ben Sherratt's career, and how important is that for your third shift D-man to be playing this well?
No.
Look, full credit to OT Benny. That is a renaissance is right. I'll be very upfront. I was not a fan of Sherratt's game last season. I was not a fan of the contract. I thought, it was turning out really poorly, really quickly. And Ben Sherratt has taken advantage of a difference in the way the Red Wings are deploying him and having a way, way better season. He and his family also went through an incredibly, incredibly tough offseason, and sincere condolences to them on the loss of their father. And that had obviously it must have had a big impact. And for him to be able to go through that and return to the ice and have the kind of season he has, it's really you can't do anything but take your hat off for Ben Sherratt and what he's been able to do on the ice. Again, I think the Red Wings are deploying him differently in a way that makes a lot more sense for his role. And he's also stepped his game up in a big way to the point where, he's one of the Red Wings' top 4 defensemen and absolutely, an important part of this D-core. The Red Wings don't have the kind of success they've had without Ben Sherratt stepping it up this year.
I agree. He's been lights out. It's been awesome. And we do have a couple comments in the chat asking about your Patreon member of the Wing Wheel podcast who snuck the octopus onto the ice in Calgary, threw it out there, got arrested, and then hit big at the casino. Can you give us a quick recap of what went on there?
Yeah, so, I was covering the game, and I saw the octopus hit the ice, which was awesome anytime you see, Hockeytown make their impact on the road. And then in our Winged Wheel podcast Patreon Discord, a bunch of people pinged me. They were like, hey, this is, so-and-so. He goes by D-Boss Snip Show. And I looked in the Discord, and he had sent all of the preparation. He was marinating the octopus, took videos. He had it saran wrapped to his chest. He actually was DMing in the Discord from the back of the police van. It was hysterical.
Oh, that's
he
amazing.
Sent a picture of the ticket, and then he went out to the casino and won $2,000 at the casino right after.
Oh,
and
legend.
We wanted to help him out with the ticket, with the fine. We wanted to other people wanted to help him with the fine as well, and he's like, nope, just donate it all to the Jamie Daniels Foundation through Wings Money on the Board. And we posted that link. So that guy is just a champion through and through, man.
Yeah,
that is an insane story.
That's amazing.
That is actually a crazy story.
Yeah.
Going to the casino, hitting big afterward.
It's so funny.
Shout out to the Jamie Daniels Foundation as well. We've had Ken Daniels on a couple times, and he talked about that. But, Ryan, we appreciate you,
yeah.
as always, joining the show. Before we let you go, sorry for keeping you on too long. Make sure you let our listeners know where they can get what you guys got for this Red Wings playoff push.
Yeah, always happy to jump on. Thanks for having me, guys. So, again, I'm one of the hosts of the Winged Wheel podcast. If you go to wingedwheelpodcast.com, you can find all of our episodes, all the ways to listen. We're on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast, just look us up. We're the biggest Red Wings podcast in the air. We post twice a week, Sundays and then midweek. And, we're excited for this hopeful playoff push here. So, and we also have Winged Wheel Podcast Night at the LCA, where we're going to host a live episode of the podcast at Little Caesars Arena before the Red Wings game, featuring awesome. Ken Daniels. So check us out there. Yeah.
Very dope. And if you haven't heard, I'm bringing back the car flag movement. I bought mine literally an hour after Patty Kane hit the OT winner. We got to bring him back. Ryan, appreciate you so much, man.
We're going back to the early 2000s, man.
That's what it's all about.
Thanks, guys.
Shout out.
Appreciate you, brother.
Brian, Hana, Wing Wheel Pod, man, they do great work. Great work over there. It's a great listen. Everyone should tune in, especially with what we've got cooking with the Red Wings. These guys are going to be pumping out great content, so make sure you tune in to the Wing Wheel Pod. And Eazy, tell us about your meat.
Favorite Bag Company. It's where I get my meat. Make sure you guys head over there. For over 6 years, we provide Michigan's finest hotels, restaurants, and casinos with the finest prime beef, dry-aged beef, and Wagyu beef. Visit online at fairwaypacking.com to deliver to your doorstep, or stop in Grosse Pointe for grab-and-go steaks. It's fairwaypacking.com.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry-aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Football season is officially over and spring training is right around the corner. However, Jack Labrador is 24/7, 365 days a year. Learn how to play now on your phone at jacklabrador.gg. Right. 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. And remember, once you go Jack, you never go back. Go to jacklabrador.gg now and enjoy in the game.
That's awesome.
What, was there not a piece?
She literally looked under the box.
Oh, I was looking at Chris.
Oh, no, what would Chris do?
Oh, he was like, ooh. I don't want to.
What was I doing?
I don't want to call you out real quick.
Drive by.
Drive by.
You must have been making a Chris face or something. I don't know. Well,
Chris gave me that Shane Gillis face on.
talked a lot of Red Wings. Had one of the best Red Wing podcasters on Talk Red Wings. Can we talk some Lions now? This is a little bit of football. The cap went up.
Yeah.
$30 million today.
$30 million.
$30 million. And this is like on like again. I don't even know what's going to happen for sure or not. I'm assuming this helps out a Jared Goff contract extension. Beforehand, I wasn't sure that he was getting it this offseason. I could have seen something happening next offseason. But what I can guarantee is Amon-Ra's getting paid with that extra $30 million.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's literally like if that's where he's looking to get paid. There's that right there on top of what we already had in available cap space to go shop the free agency in the first place. Nick, Spinny, what was your first reaction to the cap space going up today?
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen in the NFL. It's just going to keep climbing up, keep going up every year. And I don't know if that means Amon-Ra's going to get that $30 million, but that means Jared Goff's going to get 50. I'll tell you that.
Think so?
Yeah. If they're extending Jared Goff, that means he's going to get 50 a year.
I don't know. I mean, obviously that does make sense. Like, you got more money to play with. Brad Holmes, as much as like, and we all admire Brad Holmes, another guy who deserves admiration because he's actually gone out and gotten the hardware with it. Stevie Y a little bit the same way too. Kind of like, I don't want to call it frugal because I feel like that's disrespectful, but calculated. I don't know. I'm really curious to see because this would be. I mean, I guess Tracy Walker kind of got a big extension, but the year that we're cutting him would be his final year, and we all know how these contracts work. They're heavily backloaded. I'm very curious to see what Brad Holmes does in this situation. This is new territory for the Detroit Lions. At least like the brand new Lions, I should say. Like, we've been doing this work on these rookie deals.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to sign these guys. Can we sign these guys and still sustain that same type of success we are having? I know for the first couple of years it'd be that for damn sure, but we all want more pieces added.
Still sustain success. That's all that is.
Sustain success.
Still sustain success.
Still sustain success.
But yeah, I see everybody in the chat saying that means Daniil Hunter. And for this year, yeah. Because like you said, when you re-sign the Amon-Ra St. Browns, when you re-sign the Penei Sewell, Jared Goff, they're still on contract for next year.
Yeah.
So you just got an extra $30 million to go out. Got some spending on the town money. Hide the poor people, y'all. Like, it's, dude. This is a chunk of change that you could go out and get one of those guys. Whether it is a L'Jarius Sneed, whether it is a Daniil Hunter. Like, hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. You got an extra $30 million to go throw at one of those big name guys. So maybe
talk about the biggest name.
Maybe
do it.
Chris Jones isn't too crazy. That's what I'm saying.
That's literally his contract.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot.
$30 million.
$30 million. That's literally a Chris Jones contract. Holy shit. That's an excellent point that had been made.
Give it to him, honestly.
Chiefs would probably actually give it to him.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
They
literally got the
Damn
same.
it, they get the same money, too.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just the Lions whose cap goes up?
Yeah, the Chiefs actually for sure do it.
This reminds me of the summer when Kevin Durant became a Warrior. This is how it happened. Like a crazy cap jump like this allowed a team that was already a championship level team to add the best player available. So, why not? And again, after the season the Lions had, what free agent isn't going to want to come here?
Yeah.
Honestly, if you are a position of need for the Detroit Lions and they can offer you pretty much anything that everybody else can offer you on the market, why would you choose anywhere else? Like, this is a beautiful time for the Lions to be hitting this momentum, hitting this stride, and have this cash. And man, it's great. I think this is perfect.
And this, like we talked about, yeah, maybe the Chiefs just give it to Chris Jones because that's the $30 million right there. But then they definitely can't sign L'Jarius Sneed because he needs a deal too. So one of them motherfuckers ain't staying in Kansas City. You can come on down to Detroit, whoever it is.
Come on down.
Come on. Behind door number 2, it's Chris Jones. He's a multiple-time Pro Bowler, multiple-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the biggest monsters in the interior defensive line, and he's ready to play for you for a lump sum of $30 million a year.
Imagine him opening things up for Aiden Hutchinson. We know the year that Karl Loftus had, and I believe Aiden Hutchinson's a elite player compared to Karlaftis. But I think the first thing you got to do is
congratulations, you just got Amon-Ra St. Clown.
you got to pay him his money. Make sure the Amon-Ra St. Brown contract gets done first and foremost, and then you go hunting for that big guy to pair on the defensive line, whether it's a Hunter, whether it's a Chris Jones, if we do go that route, because I believe that that's where it starts with this defense taking a next step. It's getting pressure onto the quarterback because we know our rush defense is going to be good still.
Hunting for a Hunter, you say?
I would hunt for Hunter.
I would hunt for Hunter, too. I'm not going to lie.
That'd be a great hunt.
It would be a great hunt for the Hunter.
I mean, the Detroit Lions were rumored to be interested at the deadline. They couldn't get a deal done. So it's someone they do want. It's also something rumored that Chicago Bears want. They got more money to play with than us. It's going to be interesting bidding war.
Where would you rather go if you're Daniil Hunter?
That's what I'm saying. We have the upper hand with
made money.
Us winning.
You're in the division. You've seen it firsthand. Would you rather go to the shit Bears or the brand new Lions? Come on, Daniil. I talked about it already. We'll treat you nice. We'll nuzzle you. Like, no, dude.
You're talking away now.
Fucking Daniil Hunter or Chris Jones would give me so fucking hard, dude. I swear to God, if the Lions signed one of those
both
guys.
of them or either or?
Either or,
yeah.
Either or. You get one of those guys, that's a Super Bowl defense.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely, because they already brought in somebody for a top 30 draft visit. I believe it was, it's actually one of the wildest names I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was it Quantez Swiggers or something like that?
Careful.
That's the name.
I'm staying away from that one, brother. Next, if it's Quantez Honky, I'll say it.
Just call him cute.
Obviously, I mean, with Townsend being brought in as a new secondary coach, no more Dre Bly. I was hoping that would work out, but obviously it didn't. But Townsend being brought in as a new secondary coach, them bringing in a cornerback as one of the first top 30 visits. Obviously, they're addressing that cornerback room one way or another. If you're able to grab a Daniil Hunter or Chris Jones, and even if you get like a fringe piece on the secondary, because even though Kendall Vildor wasn't a name that you even knew existed before the start of this NFL season, we made the NFC Conference Championship with him. So if you get those guys in the middle, you get a guy to take on a double team where Aiden Hutchinson can eat, bro, it's gonna be nasty. And I think a guy, even if you bring back a Kendall Vildor, that's your guy, it's still gonna work. Something's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's honestly, Chris, way to drop the ball, man. I was just doing O-face for 20 seconds.
That's all right. I was talking anyway.
Yeah, but you can do a quick flash. This is TD 101.
I don't think anybody wanted to see that.
Everybody wants to see it. But this is something that we can flirt with now because that is just so much money. That is a full contract ready to go. Like that's all it takes. See?
Nailed it, Eazy.
Was that so hard? God damn it, Chris. Take your pizza and get the fuck out. No, I think that this just... Does this make you more upset if Brad Holmes doesn't go after a big guy now?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It does. I think that's what we need.
Now
if we really want to be obviously we have enough to get there, especially with the same coaching staff coming back. I was wondering that too today, as because we got to do the prep sheet, obviously, have stuff to talk about. I wonder if this offseason is going to be a little bit more boring for us just because we have the same coaching staff, that there's less questions of what this team can be and what this team's going to be. It's going to be obviously surrounded by the defense, but grab the piece.
Like you said,
make these conversations easier on us, please.
The last dance. Go out and get one of these guys. Do it. You got the money now. There's no excuse. Now you're at what? $80 million in cap space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Holy shit. That is actually crazy.
Oh, man.
And I was already thinking, too, wondering, guys in the Saints, okay, who can we pry away from them? Because now we had our guy Travis in here, and he brought up Lattimore. And I was I was thinking about the old school Lattimore. What was that?
Huh?
What was those?
I'll send it to Chris.
Would you guys take a shot on Lattimore?
Yeah.
Take a shot for me.
But that's the thing, though. So I don't know if they want to get rid of him as bad as they did beforehand, though, because now you got $30 million extra cap to play with, And Derek Carr just took a hit. Not a hit, but he restructured his contract so they could re-sign a few guys. One of the worst contracts of all time, the Taysom Hill one.
Oh, yeah. Awful.
You're paying a tight end who plays, I guess, quarterback 4 or 5 times a game, $16 million.
Yeah.
$16 million? That's just crazy.
$16 million.
But either way, that $30 extra million, man, I would be more disappointed now if Brad Holmes doesn't cook with that. I feel like there's no excuse not to at this point. $80 million?
$80 million.
$80 million you have to work with?
Yeah, you got to do it.
And you're knocking on the door of the fucking Super Bowl? Go spend that money.
Go spend that cheddar. they're going to do it. I am wholeheartedly believing they're going to get one of these top free agents on the defensive side of the ball. Whether it's edge rusher, interior defensive lineman, or cornerback, they're going to get one of the top guys and then one of the secondary guys. I do believe it. Whether it's a DJ Reader and a L'Jarius Sneed. Thank you. But I just think that, yeah, Jesus, guys, fuck.
Your soul and
You
your
said thank you
spirit.
way quicker.
I just think that
You were
they're going to
kinda
go.
mean
They're
to
going to
me.
go out there. They're going to get 2 defenders to make some things happen.
Brendan Harris, Woodward Sports Chat, says when we did get someone at this past deadline, I was fine with it. But I also told myself we better get someone before this coming deadline, or I'm pissed. So he's saying, like, I mean, we'll end up being fine with it. We all love Brad Holmes. We're all pretty like, confident what he does. But for me to be able to like run around talking Super Bowl, I just need that part to fall in line. Like I just need, specifically for me too, like just the defensive line of everything. Like, because we've seen quarterbacks go elsewhere who were good like places before and it didn't pan out. And I guess the name I always think of when I think about that is like the Nnamdi Asum was. But like, give me a guy in the middle. And everything
makes everybody look better.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone's going to look better around that, especially because you have Aiden Hutchinson. It's not just a me thing. If you guys don't like me and my takes, like we had Russell Brown yesterday, who studies film religiously.
Yeah.
And he said, yes, let's go get a guy that eats blocks. Pause. Eat that block. but that's what he wants. But that's football 101. Talking about defensive lines.
Yeah.
And especially when you got Aiden Hutchinson who takes on 3 blocks himself.
You need
can't
an eater.
do it when you got a big guy like that. Yeah, give me the eater.
You need an eater. We love the eaters. Shout out Ice Spice. You need an eater in the middle. Like he's got to eat the blocks for lunch. And like I've talk about an eater, talk about DJ Reader. Like that's a guy that I would like to see in that middle. And that's a guy who, if you free up $30 fucking million, you could pay him and still get another top tier free agent.
Cartier?
So give me an eater, give me Reader, and let's make some cheddar.
Yeah, nice. That bar.
Thank you.
That's all.
Cardi
and
I'm a
Woodward Sports
cheater.
Chat says, I just don't know what we're waiting for. And that's where I'm at too. Like, what are we waiting for at this point? We know we're good enough to like to get there. Just give us that one little extra inch. Pause.
It's always
What's
the
going
extra
on in the
inch.
segment
It's
right now? I
always
don't
the
know.
extra inch.
It's always
lot,
an extra
actually.
inch. A 3 is just not enough, I guess.
That's too much.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds
three.
like a
Too
lot.
much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
right?
Three's a lot. Yeah. No, yeah.
2 is
I
kind
don't know
of
what
a
we're
lot.
waiting for. And like he said also, like we don't have to pay Gibbs for a minute. We don't have to pay Laporta for a minute. I guess it depends. Like, can you talk Goff into waiting that one last year? Which I'm pretty sure you can. Like, if
can.
Lamar Jackson can do it,
I think you can.
No offense, Jared Goff. You can wait too, but
If you sit Jared Goff in a room right now and say, "Hey, can you wait until next year? Because we're gonna sign Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed and go get a fucking Super Bowl."
Yeah.
I think he'll be like, "Yeah, sounds good." like,
I want Travis to make a quote, Tim, but like we need an extra inch.
we need
Quote,
that extra.
Eazy.
Or we need an eater.
Yeah, we need an eater. Quote, Smitty. I'm just saying though, there's no reason to wait at this point. I want to win a Super Bowl, and I know
Soupy season.
as
man.
much as he's been,
It's the
frugal. It's in him somewhere,
redacted
man.
plan or the redacted path. Like it's still there. You know, the redacted path
Yeah.
is still there, and we're still with you. Redacted, like the path is still there.
Cousin
The cousin path. The Dave Walking path.
Dave walking path. It's there, baby. I'm just saying, we just gotta grab that one extra piece, man. Paul Thomas, Goff wins more in the playoffs than Lamar. Easy. That's true. It's weird how team sports work, huh? But let's get it.
Yeah, fellas. I think the thing, I'd be super disappointed if we didn't get one of these blue chip guys, and the reason being, we saw us not make a move at the deadline. When did it come back to bite us the most? In that NFC Championship game. If you have a number 2 corner or a number 1 corner, that they don't take a ball off the face mask and for a touchdown to Brandon Ayuk. I'm sorry, that just does not happen. And Brock Purdy, we couldn't get too much pressure on him. If you would have had like an elite defensive end to pair with Hutch, that wouldn't have happened, you know. So it's just those two things like happening in that big of a spot in an NFC Championship game. That's why I'm like, I need to see it from Brad Holmes. I know we have the utmost faith in him drafting, but we have to see him sign some of these free agents or make a trade for an elite guy.
It is the Booner path.
Whoa.
We are Honolulu Blue
Mute
crip
his
walking
mic.
down the Booner path, and I'll put my nuts on the table as Redacted never did. It's Super Bowl or bust next year.
It is.
If you don't win a Super Bowl, it's a disappointment. Booner Path, like I said, crip walking, Dion primetime high stepping down the Booner Path to the Super Bowl or bust.
But could you see it though? Could you see a path?
It's gotta be that
5 years later.
Yeah.
Love
I'm just saying.
Love
like,
you, brother.
From now to
Miss
50
you.
years, it's gonna be a Super Bowl.
Miss you, brother. Love you.
No, that ass though, because the other part of it too is like
Pour one out.
contracts are coming, and yeah, you re-sign a guy something right now. That the big hits aren't coming until later on, but they're gonna start coming. And I don't know what the situation is. Ben Johnson's gonna be here for a lifetime. It feels like that, and I'm cool with that. By the way, we don't know if that's gonna happen either. It's just it's Super Bowl bust this year.
Yeah.
It really is for me, and I've never been able to wear these colors and say that I mean it.
Yeah.
But I absolutely fucking do.
For sure.
Super Bowl bust for the Detroit
First
Lions.
time in my
this year.
life I've been like, the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. And
Hey.
actually meant it. I know some of you Honolulu Blue mainstreamers say it every year, but this is the first time in my entire life that I've said it, meant it, and felt it. Pause. But
any of my Marvel heads out there that watch the low key series where like there's a timeline branching.
Yeah.
That's for the Booner Path.
The Booner Path, yeah,
constant,
dude, for sure.
Fucking branching off different
I still haven't
realities.
seen. Isn't there the new series of Loki out, or the new season?
Yeah, it did come out. They cut it short though because your boy.
Yeah. My boy.
Jonathan Majors got that shit. Yeah. But I guess they'll replace him with somebody too. So Kane will be back. It just won't be Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
Steven, this is a Meyer jersey. No, I think actually might be Walmart.
Yeah, it's definitely a.
People still compliment.
Hey, it's a dope jersey.
It's not like I don't rock it as it to be a jersey.
No.
Jersey. Everyone knows it's like a jersey almost.
Let me tell you guys about a Big Buoy. Wintertime in Detroit is
what?
always better with
What?
comfort
Big
foods
Buoy.
from Big Buoy. Try the veal parmesan or the new Southern Comfort chicken bowl. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. They got the classic lumberjack or the Santa Fe garden. Also the new apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. Top it all off with a gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by your local Big Buoy today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. The same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside and home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on a Friday. Does it feel like a Friday? It doesn't. They gotta knock these news back a little bit quicker. Either way, it's time to do the official Woodward Heavyweights mock draft 1.0.
Oh yeah,
That
you guys gave
features
us you guys gave us some bullshit last year. We don't remember. We remember that.
I don't remember it. What happened?
I don't remember.
I was like, you, and I was like, oh fuck.
I don't remember either, but it was some bullshit. I remember that. I think it was
I
Osiris
do remember.
Torrance.
Yeah, I remember. We were like, oh yeah, we don't really know.
Yeah, it was like Osiris Torrance, Lucas's boy, that white linebacker out of Arkansas.
Oh, Drew
Sanders.
Drew Sanders. Yeah. Lucas is overhyped the white guys.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, some of them are.
If they're white or from Toledo, they're a Klotz watch.
Yeah.
Klotz watch.
Yeah. This guy's. I'm telling you, I just love him.
Yeah, there's something about him. He just, I don't know. He
Now
hits
we
Fenny
know.
carts and he goes out there.
Right. He drinks Mountain Dews.
Oh, I love Lucas.
All right. Let's do it, Chris.
All right.
Run it up.
I missed those
Let's
guys.
do it. So
the way we'll do this, the way I'm expecting to do it is we'll come up on the clock and then let the chat decide We'll grab 4 of those,
There's
put them
only
in a poll.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, because non-unpaid version.
you're not logged in.
That's right. We got 3 first rounders. So, or I'm sorry, 2
Yeah, it's those
third rounders. So
picks.
yeah, we still got 4 pieces.
Make sure you click 3
click
rounds.
3. Yeah.
Click
no
Lions.
shit.
Well,
No
I mean,
shit.
you were waiting for something. I don't know what you were waiting for.
And then Lions.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
And it won't let me adjust the speed or any of these.
Yeah, PFF's
Are we-
pocket watching this
Are we
year.
picking for the other teams?
No, just the Lions.
No.
If not,
Or you
why
want
we-
to do?
We do. We do have
That's
a
why
lot
we
we can
just
send you. I
selected
guess.
the Lions.
Want to do Green Bay too?
Do you want to do the NFC North? I count. I mean,
We just picked them all shit ass players.
no, yeah. Let's just do the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Packers need.
First pick the Bears want.
Spencer Rattler here in the first round. No,
All right,
yeah, let's
we
just do Lions.
we good? Just Lions.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll see how this works, and then we can next time we'll give you the login.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see jack shit.
Yeah. I zoomed it in.
Just
here.
put it full screen and then put
got
our little
nothing.
boxes up there.
Okay. Yeah. I could do it that way. Here. So let me fade to this. And
Oh
then
yeah,
put
that's
you
way
guys-
better.
Here we go.
Boom. Boom. So.
All right.
Distraction.
Mock draft.
Yeah, we got big booty distractions.
Big
for
booty
sure.
distraction.
Big
All
booty
right,
distractions.
all right, run it, Chris. Start the draft.
All right. Let's go. I think there was a trade for the number 1 pick.
Nah.
If you do trades in mock drafts, you're a fucking fraud.
All right.
All right, JJ McCarthy. Let's just light it up.
Spencer, your favorite player?
Now go to positions. Go to cornerback.
All right.
See who we got. TJ Tampa,
Click them
Kamari
all.
Lassiter.
Quarterback, guard.
Yeah, go hit cornerback. Click interior offensive line.
Defensive tackle.
IOL.
Interior offensive line.
DI.
That's,
and then
yeah.
and then
IOL
oh yeah.
and edge.
An edge.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
All right. So now I can use
Nick's
this.
boy, Chris Braswell.
Not Chris Braswell.
So we got
My boy,
Zach
TJ
Frazier,
Tampa.
your boy.
Yeah.
TJ Tampa.
All right.
Chris,
You make a poll. Easy.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do
Here, I'll start at the top.
TJ Tampa. We'll do Chop Robinson. Yeah, keep going down. Where are those offensive linemen?
You want to do Zach
Jonah
Frazier? He's
Ellis.
right there.
Keep going down. I want to see. There's no offensive lineman yet. I want to see.
Zach
Braylon
Frazier at the top.
Trice.
Yeah, Zach Frazier's at
Yeah,
the
we
top.
can do Zach Frazier
I just don't see one.
and Devondre Sweat. You want to put him on there?
For the first round, I don't know, bro.
All right. Then go back up, Chris. Who else we got?
Jonah
Kamari Lassiter.
Ellis.
Kamari Lassiter. Okay, yeah. Put him
Right?
on there. Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're
Kamari
gonna put a
Lassiter.
poll. You guys have 7
30
seconds. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, who we taking?
Who we taking?
This is on you, chat. This is
What
on
do
you.
you guys want right now?
I'm leaning towards Chop.
I'm going TJ Tampa.
I know you are.
I'm going to Tampa too.
I'm leaning
Despite
Chop here, Chris.
what
What are you
Russ had
leaning?
to say
Despite
yesterday,
Russ, yeah.
he did not, and I don't mean to disrespect Russ, but he did not say that he was a bad coverage guy.
No, he just
So
said he can't.
disrespectful.
And he did say from other people, he heard he was a tackler. He just wasn't seeing it himself, and he only watched 2 games. Hold on, let me get my vote real quick.
I'm not strong enough to form my
Tampa.
own opinion. I'll follow you.
Laster's
Right now,
winning.
currently,
Laster's
Laster's
out
winning.
in front. It's between him and Chop Robinson. It looks like.
Okay, well, I've also Chop. I have
Chris.
some concerns about Chop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm sold on him as like.
You want me to close
I
it
just,
now?
I, listen,
No,
I
yeah.
feel like was it Russ that brought it up? He has 4 sacks last year, and 2 of them came against the same shitty school.
I think he's got more than 4.
And another
He only had
another
4.
comp I
He
heard
only
from.
had 4.
Yeah, I thought he had way more. For
We know
some
Nick
reason.
doesn't like Chop.
Yeah.
Big production guy.
Big production guy. And
I'm switching my vote here.
the other piece about Chop too, it reminds me a lot, and I'm stealing this take by the way too, but I can see it. This is from
And what the fuck kind of name is Chop?
I don't remember who said it, to be honest with you. I want to give him credit
Nickname
for it,
after
but
Pork Chop.
they
really?
said Chop, his build
Last
and
name
skill
liver.
set
Ha.
reminds him a lot of Vic Beasley. Remember Vic Beasley with the Falcons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One breakout year.
Yeah.
One
After
hit
that,
wonder.
Then
nothing.
he went to that. He was
Died
in the
off.
XFL last year. I'm pretty sure.
Like
All
he
right.
has no like move
Shout
beyond
out.
like just the rush.
10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. All right, close it, Chris. Who wins?
Sir, yes, sir.
Who wins?
Damn.
It is
Affirmative.
Chop Robinson.
I wish I never voted for him.
Yeah. All right, chat. You guys wanted Chop Robinson. We're drafting Chop Robinson.
I can't wait to shit on our fans.
Yeah, me too.
Listeners.
You fucking idiots. No, I'm just
All right.
Oh, look at that. Jonah Ellis could have been available there.
Do you want me to do the same as
thing.
last time?
Well, no, don't do edge. Do cornerback.
Okay. Inside.
Yeah, interior offensive line.
And then
defensive line.
Yeah. And safety?
Maybe a tackle. Decker's last year contract.
Shut up, Nick. You don't have an opinion.
Yeah, shut up, Nick. No.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Having a good vibe Friday.
Dude, Nick gets heated when he drinks. Dude, he'll walk off.
He gets aggressive.
Chill.
Let's see who we got here.
Do you want to do anything more or keep it those three?
Who do you have? Do edge for the fuck of it. Why not? Just to see.
We could have had Jonah Ellis here.
Yeah.
In the second round.
Well, there you go.
Or Austin Booker. Or Gabriel Murphy. Wow. Or Braylon Trice.
Wow.
Look at all those great edges that would have been available there.
And
you stupid fans.
Are we doing Tavondre? All right, put Tavondre Sweat on there.
Okay.
Put
I got you, Chris.
I know you do. I'm saying okay, but I'm not doing it.
Tavondre Sweat, who else?
Tavondre Sweat. Wait, go back up, Chris.
I mean, Chris at Abrams Drain is really good. I've been watching his tape.
Austin Booker. I mean, we taking
Is your boy
back-to-back
BB there?
edges? No, put Christian Haynes.
Who do you guard?
Yeah. What kind of cornerbacks are there?
Jerry and
Jones.
Oh, cornerback. I think it's quarterbacks.
Cam Hart.
DNC said Travonde.
Or Tavondre Sweat. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's gonna be on. It's definitely gonna be Tavondre Sweat. We might not even have to do this.
What corners are there?
Nick said my bad on Chop. Yeah, should not have taken Chop.
Do you want to go
I'm not even familiar with Jerry and Jones.
I don't know. Keep scrolling down a little bit.
Cam Hart.
The guy who made the path said Wander Sweat should easily be this pick. I've never heard of him. Any of you guys know anything on Wander Sweat?
I mean, he's no Lloyd
He
Cushenberry,
probably
but
misspelled
he's
something
all
because he's a little bit of a cousin.
He probably meant to say Tavondre.
Yeah. He's
Max
Day Walker.
Melton.
Oh, put Bo Limmer on there.
Who?
Bo Limmer. B-E-A-U-X.
Hell yeah.
Limmer.
Who's the Jerry and Jones? Is that the or no? Who's Bo Limmer?
Kalen King. Put
Hey,
Kalen
look
King.
at
Caleb
who's
King?
all the way down here.
Who?
Look at who's all the way down here. Come
Cooper
on.
Bebe. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, baby.
You can sleep on that one.
Hey,
Hey,
baby.
baby. So he might be there a little bit later than for strategically
Yeah.
I'm
playing
taking
this thing out.
Baby.
Unless these stupid fans mess
So
it up.
Caleb King, do you still want to put a
Put
O-lineman on there?
Tavondre Sweat, Cooper Bebe, Kalen King, and who's the other one?
Christian Haynes, you said, but
Yeah, that was the best cornerback.
Christian
All
Haynes
right,
is the best
this one
cornerback.
will take us to break, and then we'll do the other two after.
I already know where this one's going. This is what, pick 61?
Yep.
61, Detroit
Hey, baby.
Lions.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
All right, chat.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
All right. I am going to campaign for, just off of this list, Tavondre Sweat. I've seen mock drafts, so he's probably going to be there a little bit later, but I'm campaigning for Tavondre Sweat for every reason that I had told you the previous segment. Give me a block eater. I want to eat it or eat it for lunch.
Yeah.
You feeling me?
You need to eat it.
Thought it was filling you?
You thought I was filling you?
No. Give me
Tavondre
the
at
eater all
lunch.
day. Yeah. Tavondre
Tavondre
at
eat it. He eat it for lunch.
Give me the eater all day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm campaigning for.
I want Cooper Bebe, but he'll probably be there in the third round, maybe. Hopefully.
Campaign for Bebe. What if he's not?
I want Cooper Bebe. I've already campaigned for him enough. You guys know what I think about this dude. He can play every position on the offensive line. He had almost 25K snaps with only one sack allowed the past 3 years. He's a perfect fit for the Ben Johnson run system because he gets out in front of players who can do things like that. I think Cooper Bebe would be a slam dunk pick here, but he could be there in the third round because he's pretty far down on this list. But guess what? Dummies, we shouldn't have taken Chop Robinson.
Idiots.
Because if we took, Kamari Lassiter or TJ Tampa, then we could have had Jonah Ellis right here.
That's facts.
God.
Son of former Detroit Lion Luther Ellis. And he has a plethora of pass rush moves because he got that lineage in him. The football bloodline.
Kalen Carson, is he on that list? I don't think he's up there. Eduardo O'Neal. Was he?
No.
No.
I think he's going to be available a little bit later.
All right. Close the poll, Chris.
Close the poll.
It's Tavondre Sweat.
Sir, yes, sir.
And with pick 61 of the 2024 NFL draft,
Tavondre
Detroit Lions
Sweat.
select Tavondre Sweat,
the Detroit
defensive
Lions
tackle out of Texas. You know, I really love this one, Mel. He's great hair, he smells good, and he's a big-bodied Benz.
We got to
I
go to
am a
break. When we
fan
come back,
of guys
we'll do the
with
next
big
two.
butts.
Big butts. Wait,
Big butts.
let
All
me
right,
see if
chat.
Cooper's there.
Take a good look at the screen, pause it, and then comment which one of these names you guys want to take. Actually, go ahead and do that.
Austin Booker and Gabriel Murphy still there.
Ooh.
In the third round.
Cooper Bebe probably
That's
still
actually
there.
kinda
Let's
crazy.
see. Blake
I guess
Corum.
the third round's still pretty
Hey,
fairly
you can
early
never
because
have
we have
enough
the
running
Vikings
backs,
third
baby.
round pick.
Oh, this is
All right, pause the
everything.
chat.
Sorry, I
Send
got
your
it.
recommendations during the commercial break, and we'll be right back. But
Let me
first,
tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you
Guardian.
customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night. No Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work. And people who have been proven to care, so call them at 1-800-STAY OUT. That's 1-800
Stay out, Robinson.
and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
How would you like to win not one, but two vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Dispo Dispensary is the #1 place to get the best curated cannabis. They got a large variety of products, big brand names, and the best bud tenders in the game. Highly educated, and the best place to be. That's Dispo Dispensary. If you can't make it there, they'll deliver to you at dispo-.com. What up, though? Welcome back to the official Woodward Heavyweights Mock Draft 1.0. We gave you guys shit for your draft last year. Yeah. This year, you started
Not
off
looking
hot
great.
with Chop Robinson.
Chop, the pork chop.
Chop Robinson. During the break, a lot of people talking about getting some wide receivers. You want to put a wide receiver in there too, Chris?
Dude, yeah, okay.
It's what the chat wants.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we might need one.
All right, Chris, do wide receiver, interior offensive line, and kickers.
Cornerback?
You guys want a kicker?
Do we get a, do we, no, I don't think we have DB yet either.
Yeah, we don't have a cornerback yet either.
It's like the #1 need in the team, and we still.
Anything else, or these three? Safety?
Where would you power rank the need? Cornerback versus defensive tackle?
Huh?
Where'd you power rank the need between tackle, DT,
Cornerback,
and cornerback?
Probably #1 because I don't know. It's pretty close. I would say #1 quarterback is the biggest position to need. All right, scroll down a little bit.
DNC giving out his whole full government in the chat. Every time I see Melton, I get freaked out. I'm not used to seeing my last name in pro sports yet. Well,
Andrew.
As soon as we find out DNC's first name, we're gonna dox him.
It's not Max. We know it's not Max. We're gonna SWAT DNC ENT when we find out his first name.
Hey, what if it is?
Cooper Bebe, put him on the list.
Cornelius Johnson.
Here we go.
Kalen Carson, Cooper Bebe.
Spencer's like, I've had it with you. I'm only giving you good options.
Yeah.
Who's Cornelius Johnson? Are we just saying that name for the fuck of it?
Kalen Carson, Cooper Bebe.
Damn, lots of Michigan players.
Is there a Renardo Green there yet?
Trevor, wait, scroll back up a little bit, Chris.
Oh my God.
It sucks that I can't like. What? What?
Chris.
What do you say?
Kalen King, put Kalen King on there. And
what
wide receiver do you want, Chat?
Go back to
Chat,
the top.
you guys want to.
Chat, what wide receiver do you, just do wide receivers now.
They're
we
probably
got
going to do Cornelius Johnson. All right, you said just wide receivers?
Yeah, we got 3 already. Kalen King. Carson
Just a
King,
fan. Both my picks were not voted for. Either I'm really smart or really dumb.
I mean,
who do you?
All right, Chat. First one. First wide receiver in the chat gets put on the list.
Who do you want?
Someone said Michael Pratt. Is that a wide receiver?
I don't know. As of right now.
Sounds like a kicker.
Does sound like a kicker.
Who do we have?
Brew
Chopin who?
Brew McCoy. Let it rock.
It's pretty cool, man. Kalen Carr's. Okay, Malachi. Who was it?
Oh,
yeah.
he is actually a dog.
Malachi Corley out of Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers.
He's actually one of Lucas's picks I do fuck with. I'm not gonna lie.
Klotz Watch.
Klotz Watch. No, that guy's actually a dog.
Fenty Cards.
He's not hot. He is.
All right, did you throw it up there?
I got 3 people right now.
What?
Oh, I heard a lot about Joshua Cephas.
Wait, who are the 3?
Cooper Bebe, Kalen Carson.
And what about King from the other cornerback?
Don't fucking want
from
that
Penn State.
fucking scrub. What's his name? Kalen King?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure he's from Detroit. Someone said.
Go to cornerbacks too, Chris. Come on. Sleeping on the job here.
Oh, my God.
What? Did you... Oh, he didn't have cornerbacks hit?
No, I can't remember his first name.
No, I unchecked him.
Yeah, you unchecked him. We were just looking at receivers.
All right.
Oh, Max Melton. You can put Max Melton on there.
Max Melton or Kalen King? Pick one.
Both of them. Oh, Max
Andrew
Melton.
Phillips.
Max Melton. Uh-oh. Something Washington.
Renardo Green.
Getting lots of comments for Washington.
Malik Washington, wide receiver out of Virginia. Well, it's just literally El Gato saying it over and
All
over.
right. Well, here it is. The poll is officially up.
All right.
Here's the poll.
Make your official
All
vote.
right, everybody. Who do you want?
I'm gonna steal Spinney's guy, Cooper Bebe.
The Babes.
We haven't addressed the interior offensive line. I think you made a great point. We talked about him running Ben Johnson's scheme the best out of all available guys.
Yep.
Talking about the interior offensive line. We had Russ Brown on yesterday, who studies more film than all of us combined. And he
Not me.
perked up when we started talking about Cooper Bebe. And plus, would you not love to be able to say, hey, Bebe?
Hey, Bebe.
Every time you pancake
Hey,
the
Bebe.
fucking another human
White
on
folks.
Sunday.
Definitely a Dan Campbell guy, too. Super Dan Campbell guy.
For what reason?
All right, chat.
He's
don't fuck this
aggressive.
up.
He's angry. He loves football. Plays mean. Dan Campbell guy.
This is like Eastern Michigan bar music.
Yeah.
My kind of crowd.
Oh God, was it hush, funny hater? Your kind of crowd for sure. Your kind of you're Western Michigan bar. That's your kind of crowd.
He is at a 41%. Cooper Bebe, number 73 pick in the NFL
All right,
draft.
call it. Hey, Bebe.
The Detroit Lions
Hey,
select
Bebe.
Call it
Cooper.
before they mess up.
Hey, Bebe.
Hey, Bebe.
Hey, Bebe.
Max Melton, or no, Carson was the close second.
Did you end it yet?
All right. Did you end it?
No, I'll end it right now. Sorry.
This guy's like, he's a close second. Oh, he's getting closer.
Oh, wow. All right, pull the trigger, Chris.
All right, let's do it. Cooper Bebe.
Hey, Bebe. All right, it's your last pick, guys.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. All right, do defensive backs and wide receivers.
Quarterbacks.
What pick is this? 90 something?
Yes, they're
Pick 92.
93? 92.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I say we do it again because they messed up the first time.
All right, do Max Melton.
Yeah, for sure.
Do
No Kalen King?
Do my
Scroll
guy
down.
Andrew Phillips.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Malik Washington.
Cornelius Johnson.
Kalen Carson.
That's Flannel's guy. Corn.
And
Oh, Renardo Green. I'll put him in there.
Okay.
Did Zenter get drafted?
He's the only guy to shut down Malik Neighbors. Fun fact.
Bro,
Florida State.
We just
McCoy.
got a guard. We don't need your boyfriend.
Double up.
Double up. He does like to do that.
They want Malik Washington. You want Max Melton or Max Melton or Kalen King?
Both.
Daquan Hardy.
Well, I want to give like some options here. We got to need a
That's
fourth guy.
two different guys.
I want different positions.
Well, we only have two positions highlighted: wide receiver and quarterback.
That's racist.
Do you want to highlight a safety too?
Ooh.
I'm
not well versed
not
in
with
safeties,
a third round
but
pick.
Renardo Green and who was it? Some Washington.
Caleb Washington.
Andrew
to
Phillips.
please El Gato.
Caleb Washington.
I think, right? Scroll
I
down,
don't know
Chris.
if that was right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there. I'm sure to God. Malik Washington.
Malik Washington.
Finally a break.
Monday, I'm probably gonna do my player spotlight on Renardo Green. So I like him a lot. All right, it's officially up in the Woodward Sports Chat poll.
All right, who do you want, people? Who do you want?
My kind of crowd.
Kalen Carson, not Kalen King.
Oh, Carson's still there?
Yeah.
He is.
All right, close this poll. Hurry.
What, I mean, it's too late.
I'm reporting it.
Spam.
Dude, they already
Spam.
took Chop Robinson. I ain't fucking...
Yeah, that's true. It was supposed to be Kalen Carson.
So pissed.
So if you draft Kalen King, it's Kalen Carson.
My guy, second place, Ronaldo Green. I'm waiting for him to be number 1, but it's Max Melton. It's looking like 17.
WTF, where's Carson? Says the Runyon 99.
Let's get...
Yeah, it was supposed to be Carson instead of King, but Easy's dyslexic.
It's missing just like your wrench.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
God, his ass.
He's a Hall of Famer, bro.
Vote for Washington or leave the chat, says Elgato. Malik Washington's sitting at 5% right now, brother.
All right, Elgato, make your best case for Malik. You can't just say beast. Give us some more. Vote for Washington, leave the chat. All right. We got 21 votes in.
Yeah, it's Max Melton.
22.
Max Melton.
Close it.
He's running away. Yeah, he's got 50%.
4, 3, 2. Malik Washington. He's went up to 52%.
He's at 4%. Malik Washington at 4%.
Boom.
All right, close the poll.
Andrew Phillips got taken right after by the Niners. I just want y'all to know that.
Why?
Whoa.
Sick. All right.
Sorry.
What, they didn't even grade it?
Don't know how my history came up.
That's fucked.
You have to pay for your grades too? Dude, fuck you, PFF. You fucking pocket watching ass pussies. Dude, that's crazy.
That's
well, I'm giving you guys an F. No,
you gave the names.
Sweat and Baby are good picks. I don't like Chop in the first round, and I prefer Caleb Carson to Max Melton, but either way. That dude, PFF, what the you guys sold out, you fucking
what the
nerds. You guys aren't even giving grades away without paying for it.
That is kind of crazy.
Fucking dorks.
And they're bullshit grades too. Like when you got a D on,
I'll give you a C minus. Fuck you.
I'll go C minus. I'll go C plus here. I mean,
B plus,
C plus,
C plus.
like Sweat and Baby.
Hey, everybody, spam Eazy with your mock drafts on his Twitter.
Yes, spam him.
Yeah, send him to Nick.
All
That's
right.
at Tailgate Wins.
You guys,
what's the grade though, Nick?
Chop Rob.
C plus. What do you think, Eazy?
I want to hear your breakdown on it.
I picked Chop, and I don't like Chop, so I choked in the draft room.
He said I choked.
I choked in the draft room.
He's told on yourself.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He's like, not gonna lie, I completely panicked.
Yeah. I left the chat down.
I was in over my head.
Yeah.
I
was sweating. Brad Holmes was on
That's
the
why
other
you're
line,
like,
and
oh,
I
you
got
had four?
fleeced. I got fleeced.
I like Sweat. I like Cooper Bebe a lot. Those two picks, I'd give both of those A's. I'd give Chop a C, and I'd give who's the last one we had? Max Melton.
Yeah.
I'd give him a C. So averages out to what, a B?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a B draft.
Let me see it one more time. Chop, I'm gonna give a C. Tavondre, I'm gonna give a. I like that kid. I'm giving A.
We could pay right now.
Cooper,
and
I'm
see
gonna
what
give it A.
PFF thinks.
Yeah, run that pocket, Chris.
I think I'm at a B.
Run it
B
through
plus.
5 pockets.
B minus, B plus, or is it a regular B?
Yeah, I'm giving him a flat B.
Yeah, I think I'm cool with a flat B. I like everything but the first round.
Again, Kalen Carson, I would have rather had over Max Melton, but I'm not gonna pull hair there.
and
Chop Robinson, especially with who you saw was there, you could have got TJ Tampa, and then Tavondre Sweat or Jonah Ellis or one of those guys in the second round. So remember that.
You still would have had a good edge at the third pick.
Yeah. Austin Booker was there in the third.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys really like Tampa.
I like Tampa a lot.
Yeah, I do. And honestly, like when we talked to Russ yesterday, it's not like Russ's only beef really was tackling. And he had said when he spoke to other guys within the biz, they like his tackling. So it's
that's a big thing for Aaron Glenn too, right? Like that's what
so,
it is.
yeah.
Chris's Matt Millen confirmed, says Cartier. All right, that's
but
fair.
I guess tackling after the catch would be important.
What?
I don't know, man.
Do the Elmo.
You said no. You were like, "What is?" I don't know. I guess tackling him. Let me tell you about Les Stanford. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of the 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, find new roads.
Love Woodward sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports Clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com and get you some brand new merch. They got hoodies, hats, tees, all guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com and click the shop tab today.
Buongiorno, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, woodwardsports.com. I'm Eazy. There's no spin more racks. We murdered him after that weird laugh he did before the last break. We got Chris, we got Unky Nick.
He just poofed in the fairy dust.
Just poofed in the fairy dust. The fairy is the fairy dust. Phil in the Woodward Sports Chat. Did we do this last year? Brad didn't do none of it. Phil, that's what we do. It's mock drafts, brother. That's what everyone and their mom is doing right now is mock drafts. It's mock draft season, brother. He also says, I already commented on this one, but he says, remember Eazy screaming mad at the trade deadline? I'm sorry you meant to say Brad. B did none of it. He did not, Phil. You're absolutely correct. But the 49ers did. And the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. I'm going to put that out there.
Big facts.
Big facts. El Gato, talk about the extra salary cap money. It's 20.5. Actually, it's 30. Right? Did it go up 30 million today? Am I tripping? 30 million extra dollars. Listen, as much as, because we were 8th before going into that situation, we're still going to be 8th. But I feel like this helps more with bringing back some of the guys that we were, I don't want to say questioning, but the guys that they're probably having internal debates about, like how much money you truly want to pay a guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown probably be the number one for me, just because that 30 million could literally be his average annual cap hit. So I think Amon-Ra probably gets. You saw 25 million. I know we talked about it on this show, every show. Damn, Smitty's been day drinking for sure. I can tell on the walk. Walked in like a fucking zombie.
Well, I got no shoes on.
I think Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think he's gonna get a bigger contract. That's my biggest takeaway from it. And maybe we do get a little bit more frisky in free agency. Obviously, Brad says he's gonna take the same approach. I don't think there's any reason for him to GM speak us, because they're not talking about the draft. Like, I can see that in the draft you want to do like coach speak or GM speak and play down certain decisions and positions. With free agency, it's not the same.
No, you don't really have to hide your intentions with free agency.
Nope.
So you don't think they're going to sign somebody?
I don't know. I mean,
Tracy's not coming back, Andrew.
No, yeah, I don't think Tracy's coming back.
He gone.
I can see him going. He's going to the AFC North, I feel like.
Why?
It's like the hit.
Yeah, it's true. He does seem like Baltimore,
right?
Pittsburgh,
even the Bengals now, maybe.
Yeah,
the Bengals lost a few safeties. He's not really a covered guy though. He's like a box dude. I would love that Danielle Hunter though. I'm not opposed to it at all.
Yeah, Danielle Hunter would be amazing.
Bro,
that
we
would
got
be
Danielle Hunter and Broderick fucking showed up to what he was supposed to be. Bro.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
There you go, Spencer.
Thanks. Took you long enough. You did Eazy twice, but that was the first time you done me. Pretty weird.
You know what? I like him better.
Yeah.
So
well, that's fair.
El Gato. Look what the El Gato dragged in. Yeah. He says, "You're right, 30 mil. So we're at like 80 million free roll."
You're racist against whites.
Just a fan makes a great point.
My Uncle Curtis.
What was that for? Do you have
Elgato super chat? You right, 30 mil.
Oh, I thought it was for the racist.
Oh, you said some racist shit?
Not at all.
No, I called Chris racist and he hit the buttons.
That's just bad timing. You
Oh,
can't
God.
make it up.
It's bad timing.
Can't make it up.
He said another one, yeah.
We are not alone, brother.
That's
Shout
what
out.
I'm
We will
talking
make
about.
it come back.
Shout out Elgato. Thank you for the super chat.
What safety do we target, says the Runyon 99. I think
great question.
somebody late in the draft. I don't know. I hadn't looked at any safeties because I didn't consider it a position of need. They're probably just going to bring Chauncey back and maybe draft somebody in the later rounds that nobody's ever heard of. That'll turn out to be a good player because that's what Brad Holmes does.
Chris, in the Woodward Sports Slack, Woodward Heavyweight Slack, you might already have it. We have the cat space situation. I think I sent it. Did I send it?
No, you did not.
All right, I'll send it right now. Because Steve Wild says, Elgato, your numbers are way off. Well, I have the tweet, the graphic from Adam Schefter. Last year was $224 million. This year's $255 million.
That's 31.
That's 30, bro.
I be tripping. And they were at 58, right?
Detroit Lions, yeah, around there.
Yeah, so
80.
50 plus 30 is
Around like
80.
80,
So, yep.
Come on, Steve. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Math is math.
Don't be a dick for the case of being a dick. We have $64 million and $55 million effective to get to 51.
They just
in the
added
class.
another 30 million.
Yeah, they just added another 31, Steve. The cap salary cap just went up today.
So are they actually going to just do it like a straight boom, or are they going to kind of smooth it?
No,
because I know that was a problem in the NBA, and they regretted not doing that. So they're electing to just straight this year extra 30 million instead of like increasing it.
The straight extra 30 million, and then they also this one only like weirdos like me would care, but there's also an extra million in incentives you can give out now too. Because each team having a lot of like 13 million in incentives they can put on contracts. Like
Save
extra.
that all for Mosley.
Yeah, it went from 224 to
Facts.
255.
Yeah.
Dude, in 1994, the salary cap was $34 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
These TV deals are getting insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy jump.
Did I put it in Slack? Just so we could solve the debate in this chat. I don't understand why there's
Just give me 1 second.
an argument about it. There's
I've seen a name in this chat pop up a lot, and I think I've asked you guys before, but Chase
burner.
Amley really wants Antonio Winfield Jr. I know we're deep at the safety position. You guys completely out on upgrading at the safety position.
Yes.
Yeah. Not what it's going
Why
to
are
cost.
you pushing this so hard?
That's his burner, bro.
I was reading a statement in the chat. That's what we're doing right
This
now.
is the second time you brought up Winfield. It's not happening, Nick.
All right, so
No,
here's
yeah,
the.
I don't think it's going to happen.
He is a dog.
I zoomed it in so it's more legible. I didn't bring in all the years because I don't think
That's
it's really
fine.
important to see all the years. But
So this is from Adam Schefter.
yeah,
2023 cap space. Or cap.
They're saying it was already factored in at 242.
No, it was not. How could it already be how could
still
$30 million factor in to 242?
Well,
I don't
that's
understand.
easy. So that's something that like cap experts, every team has cap experts, and they follow that kind of stuff. So there's like a projection for the next several years.
Yeah.
That's like loose, and
Correct,
it's not.
but that's not the
in-
public numbers that we're playing with.
But
no,
last year,
but they have their own, and that's how they operate as a guys. Not saying it's 100% correct, but it's usually within the scope of things. So
what do you mean that's factored into 242? That
like
doesn't-
meaning like they were already expecting it to be 242
you
rather
mean
than
it's not
it being
changing any
224.
plans they have.
But still, that's still an extra 13 million above what they were projecting.
with an
Yeah,
additional $74 million per club payment for player benefits, which includes performance-based pay and benefits for retired players.
Yeah, that's that 14 million I was talking about.
It's an extra $74 million per club for player benefits. That's Tom Pelissero.
Yeah. Steve, you're wrong, bud. It just the numbers are right there. I don't know what the
Yeah, it went up 30. The cap went up 30 million from last year to this year.
it factually went up $30 million.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to break and then we'll do mailbag. Let me tell you about PFit. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of this for just $10 a month, no commitment, no matter where you are. It's Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Whether it's your home, your auto, make sure you got the best, and that's Mark. Mark at Swiss Insurance. Contact him directly. Send him your mock drafts. It's Mark at SwissINS.com.
Send him your terrible mock drafts.
The Nooners are hitting me.
Nooners for some Cougars.
Time for the mailbag segment. KG had a segment called Undercover GM. We are guaranteed to sign a free agent, draft a guy, and cut or not bring back a guy. Money and draft position not considered. Who you got?
Wait, what?
I can draft whoever and sign whoever?
You can sign a free agent, draft a guy, and cut a guy or not
Bears,
bring a guy back. Money or draft position not considered. Well, I mean,
you just get the best guy.
Obviously, I want Terry on Arnold and Chris Jones. Like
Caleb Williams.
I mean,
trade Jared Goff for that coveted 3rd round pick.
Whoa.
What do you think his
First rounder?
Yeah, first rounder. 1.
I thought that too. But Justin Fields only going for a second, or that's what I'm hearing.
I believe he's a way better quarterback than Justin
Goff
Fields.
is much better. Like to this point, pound for pound, and you get him on 1 year, and you're probably under the guise of you have the ability to extend him the way you want to at a number that you're comfortable paying him. And again, man, it's the NFL. We just saw 14 of the 32 quarterbacks in the NFL stink that were starters. Somebody's going to talk themselves into getting a good quarterback. So I'd say he'd go for a first.
Mailbag, dream off season. I guess the same thing that like KG did.
dream off season. Well, realistic dream off season would be for them to draft or to sign a cornerback 1.
There's only 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snead is Fuller, CB1. He would be CB1 on this team.
DNCENT says trade for Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got $100 million in cap space, so you'll be able to sign anybody you want, really. So I think you can sign a couple players.
Looks good now, actually.
Yeah.
With that $30 million
The
spike.
Detroit Lions have $30 million effectively.
No, I think that dream off season realistically for me, it would be DJ Reader, signing DJ Reader. I think that's something Brad Holmes would do. Signing a cornerback and then still drafting a cornerback in that for like TJ Tampa, signing a Kendall Fuller, signing a DJ Reader. I don't know, man. That's tough. Tough.
For me, I would want to address the interior defensive tackle with going for the biggest free agent and Chris Jones. Brad Holmes finally spends, and I would also trade up with an extra third rounder. It might even have to take your second, but I would go up and get a guy like Jared Verse. You just completely reshape this defensive line. Chris Jones, Hutch, a guy like Jared Verse, absolute baller. So that's what I would do, and I would trade up to go get him.
Trade up to get
Jared Verse.
Jared Verse.
Even if you're putting up your second round pick, you still have those 2/3 to go up and try to get an elite guy.
I would trade up and grab. And it's my fault for not doing the homework on the kid out of Illinois. So the guy that I want,
Newton.
And I don't think you'd give up too much to get there too, but probably Byron Murphy, maybe. And then I would sign. Actually, no, fuck that. I would sign Chris Jones, draft Tampa, and the dream scenario, actually, Wiggins falls there at 29. I would sign Chris Jones. You sign, oh my God, this would be insane. Sign Wiggins.
Draft Wiggins.
Yeah. Draft Wiggins. And then I would draft Austin Booker in like the third, like one of my third round picks.
That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. And yeah, the Green Bay has 10 picks, Elgato.
That's
but
insane.
the Lions have $100 million. So.
Yeah, dude.
Who really wins? But the Bears do have $80 million.
Lions have $300 million in effective cap space. Now they increased the cap.
Yeah. They gave the Lions an extra boost. They're like, yeah, you guys deserve it. No, but the Bears do have $80 million to work with. So they're signing Jalen Johnson.
Are you buying into the Daniel Hunter hype with the Bears? Yeah.
Now I am for sure. Because they can sign Jalen Johnson and Daniel Hunter.
Now I know
with that type of money.
There's a bias here in Detroit because of us, honestly, which is kind of cool. Also, I hate it, but a lot of people hate Chase Young.
See, DNC ENT makes a very good point.
$200 million in cap space.
He says with our $13.4 billion in cap space, there's no excuse to not trade for 2 NFL teams.
He's not wrong.
You just trade for the Chiefs. Like, what's stopping you, Brad?
DNC's on the money right there.
Yeah, he is.
No,
he's on the $100 million.
But realistically, Eazy.
make.
I bet now with this major jump in cap space, Mahomes is under the 12% rule probably now.
Ah. Now you're talking.
I don't think he is. I still don't think he is.
No, because wasn't he like 12.7 though? Wasn't he just kind of barely over?
Mahomes?
Yeah.
No, Mahomes over that bitch.
Yeah, Mahomes is way
Mahomes
over that.
fucking yeet.
Yeah, but like I said, you got
13% of this new.
You got enough money to sign 2 good free agents.
Yeah,
it's like 33 million or like 30 million.
Is that with re-signing St. Brown?
Oh yeah, no, he's way.
Those don't affect this year's cap.
I'm talking about like percentage, cap percentage. What's 30% of 255?
I'll figure that out right now.
The Lions project, yeah, it's the Bears have 80 million. The Lions do have 63.
The Lions have 269.
2
million effective.
2 billion. No,
Easy. What was the cap number?
Like with 63, you'll be able to get
number?
2 of those good free agents. So what do you need to sign your
What do you
rookie
want good
class?
though? Mid tier or like A tier?
Well, it's
S tier.
You could sign one guy for 30 million.
Chris Jones.
Who the fuck's gonna sign for 30 million?
Chris Jones. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
you're hoping.
You could sign 2 guys for 20 million, and then have money left over to fill in some needs and sign your draft class. That's
Mahomes is over that shit.
DNC ENT said 33.1 is 13%. So yeah, Mahomes is way over that.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
33.15 is what I got.
Nah, I looked it up earlier.
Bugs got a ring. Yeah, Bugs did get a ring.
He really did, yeah.
We have
I'm
89
not
million
mad.
in new cap space, says Cartier. Who do you believe? No, I'm just kidding. There's so many numbers being thrown out there. No, the Bears are at 80 million though. That's a lot of money.
I would like to know.
The Commanders are at 87 million.
How that works, and I want to know the fine linings of it, of where the cap bumps 30, the Lions just go up 5 extra, 6,
It's
7
probably
extra.
like they were saying that you when they were giving us cap space, it was projected on what they thought it was going to jump to.
It's not like they woke up and they're like, "Oh shit."
Well, no, because they're at 242. But I guess it's only 10 million.
Yeah.
11 million more.
Yeah, I guess it's only like 11 million off. All right, if
Believe
that's
my
the
number,
explanation,
says Cartier.
I'll accept it.
I believe in Cartier. I mean, how can you not? Shout out Fish.
Yeah, it's also a fucking dope name.
But 87 million for Washington.
That's a lot.
They're just going to sign an entire new offensive line and then be good.
If you had to bet your life on Brad Holmes signing like one of those guys,
DJ Reader, man, I really think it's fills a need. It's a Brad Holmes type signing of a guy who's coming off an injury.
I
You can
believe
get
it.
for a little cheaper.
Actually, we have a projected cap of $2 billion. That's
Bears
real.
have to use 20 million in
That's a very good
franchise.
point.
Yeah, that's true. Whether the Bears franchise Jalen Johnson or not, that's going to be a $20 million off of their cap. But that still leaves them with 60 million. Like, that's still a lot of money to throw around.
The
So
cap,
we'll see.
The cap is real.
We're going to see some nuts contracts. We're going to see some absolutely insane contract.
So you down or not down, but you see Snead getting the $20 million now?
Who?
Snead.
No.
Plus it was $21 million.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 20.
I bet
Kirk
Kirk Cousins is getting 50
The
plus.
Get the fuck out of here.
Kirk Cousins is getting 50
Off
plus.
of the Achilles injury.
Get paid,
that'll do
Spartan.
it, everybody. Have a good
That'll do
weekend.
it for us today. You shut your mouth, Chris. You don't tell us when that.
Dude, Kirk Cousins.
Have a great weekend.
As Joyce Bell said, you just shut up and push buttons.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that shit was. He almost got fired on.
That's crazy.
But he's a giant, scary human being, so.
Dog walk him.
Joik is literally the size of him.
Joik is, dude, his like lower half is bigger than Nick.
Upper half.
But the man's quads were insanely big.
But his shoulders, too.
That's when Stick was like, I could tackle Joik Bell. I was like, bro, fuck no, you can't
I
do
know
it.
I said Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee's Bruce Lee. He's also like 5'4", 120 pounds. I still feel like that's way more believable than Stick tackling Joik.
Joik better be massive because I'm built like a brick house in here.
Nick's got a boner. No, but I think that, yeah, like I love Stick. I love you, Stick, but I'll give you 30 chances in a row you're not tackling Joik.
There's no way.
He
had to trip over your corpse.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way it's happening.
Can you imagine the stiff arm he's putting on Stick, dude?
Bro, he said, I never been tackled by one guy, and I was like, all right, come on now.
But
And
then you see him.
Yeah, then I watched the highlights. I was like,
yeah,
okay, I see what he's talking about.
Yeah, dude,
it is like two people when he finally goes down.
Joik was
one of the best sellies, though.
Oh yeah,
oh for sure.
Joik Selly was awesome.
That is actually, you're right. That was
sick.
I remember I saw him hop out of the Tesla the first time. I was like, oh my god, like this is a big man.
I remember we went up to the charity weekend. It was Joik, Steven Tolik, a few other guys that made the league didn't quite make teams, but all like obviously like that build of like human. And we were playing volleyball, and I was like, I do not belong out here. I'm just
a bunch of professional athletes, and Easy's like,
I was like, and then like because they're all ultra competitive too, so like start arguing about the score. And everyone's
like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, not me. But it was like that type of environment. It was a good time.
Yeah,
good time.
Joik's a cool guy.
Best selling in Detroit before you go.
Jake Wallman. Gritty on ice.
Best selling in Detroit.
Joe Fourier.
Which one?
Yeah,
the tight end.
Yeah, which
I don't know.
He's
He had
talking
a
about
bunch
that
of great
tight
ones.
I remember Tony Scheffler had good sellies.
What was that?
Tony Scheffler did he did the Buccaneer when he did the fencing when he scored on the Bucks. That was good.
Great, yeah.
Just for the sake of having some different, I'm gonna go Joik's wave. You got anything, Chris?
Joik's good.
Yeah, Kate Cunningham when he smiles. We haven't seen it yet, but
that'll do it for us today. Appreciate y'all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. We have two men coming in right now.
Oh my God!
Love each other more than anyone else.
You know what? Let me hit that.
You know what? Let me hit that. That'll do it for us today. For Noah, for Ryan, for Chris, for Nick,
Smash
for
the like
Eazy.
button on your way
I'm
out.
Spencer with the Heavyweights. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.